Hi-de-ho everyone, my name is Mr. Fruit and welcome back to GG Over Easy. In this episode, a little bit of another off topic to kind of mix things up since the themed alien episode. Ooh.
It's still like ghost sounds.
What? There you
go. That's a little bit more alien.
Okay, a little bit better?
Yeah, that's
still
better.
kind of like a robot. Not the point though. In today's video, we talk about a lot of things. Why it looks like I'm wearing a training bra. I'm not.
I like how you've embraced it now at this point.
Yeah, I had some health issues. We go a little into depth about that. Rob has and he said it himself, a stupid question.
I've had a slip up of words.
So it's a stupid question.
I was getting interrupted a lot.
We go off topic, by the way, between all of these, so don't worry. There's plenty of more we talk about.
I kind of forget.
New season of Destiny. Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now that's been out longer and I've been able to finish it all. What do we think real quick? And some Patreon questions.
And the Watchmen.
And we talk about Watchmen.
Yeah,
don't say that. That's a spoiler.
Oh.
This is supposed to be spoiler free.
I'll cut that out. I'll say, beep, Watchmen.
Watchmen. Watch it.
You beep, Watchmen.
Let's get into this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the GG Over Easy podcast, episode 18. You know what that means? No longer jailbait.
Bathwater tier coming to you.
Yeah. Picks. We're gonna make a new Patreon tier.
We're gonna move Michael's hair just a tad bit up so you can see the V's, just going from his abs.
That's right. Get it, Michael Sarah.
Good for you, Blue.
So episode 18.
Yeah.
We're going on in here. We need to touch on a few things. I am headed on vacation soon, so we're actually recording back-to-back podcasts, so the podcast will be good to go regardless, so you don't have to go a week without because we missed 1 week.
Yeah.
And
we couldn't just do that.
Everyone's like, it's over. GG Over Easy's dead. It's gone. It was a good run while it lasted, so they were a little melodramatic, but not this time. We're going to be ready.
I will also state for the record that I brought another hoodie for the other podcast, so I will not be wearing the same hoodie. We still haven't doubled up yet. Since announcing hoodie season.
Will probably be wearing this exact same thing, which you might also be curious if you can kind of see it. The fruit are kind of blocking it, but I guess you might be able to see it over there.
You can't.
Rob put down Christian has a new training bra.
Well, he walks in
rude,
and his pecs were huge. He's like, "How do I look?" And I was like, "Oh my god," because I hadn't noticed the thing because the fruit kind of blends it in.
Yeah,
and it just makes your pecs look huge. So it was like a training bra.
Did you jack? I was like no.
Give me your chest workout.
No, I had a bit of a snafu yesterday.
Good word.
I tweeted about it where I was in urgent care almost the entire day. So I was I've been sick, which by the way, I'm gonna do my best to if I have to cough to get away from
the mic.
Yeah, just right in for you guys. You're welcome. No, if I have to cough or something, I'll try and move my head away. But I was sick for a while because I have these couple days leading up until I'm gone for a week. And as always, I wanted to get videos and stuff prepared ahead of time for the channel. And I believe I had 5 days to do 24 videos, which is a lot. It's pretty much nonstop every day. But of course, right as soon as I need to start grinding, I get sick.
Always.
Yeah. So
it wouldn't be you if you didn't get sick in the worst times.
It's always the worst.
Or
times.
me. That happens to me all the time too.
So Monday, I just spent literally napping and dying. Tuesday, I started to feel a little bit better. So I was like, okay, got some work done. But I was still the first half of the day, I was taking it easy.
Is that when we played Reach?
Yes. Yeah. And then Wednesday, I get up, start working. I was like, all right, I'm feeling good. We're going to knock out a lot of stuff today. And then I'm sitting there and just literally out of nowhere, it's no sound or anything. It wasn't like a pop or something. But my back, it feels like someone came from behind me and just stabbed me in the back with a knife. And I'm like, ugh.
Did you look behind you and actually check? Oh my God, did someone stab me?
Olive, what? I fed you.
Just standing.
Yeah, I was like, No, I just oh God. And I'm hunched over in pain straight up
You're just typing.
I was just sitting there editing, and just something tweaked. I'm like, so I'm laying over at a certain angle because that's the only place I can kind of not feel like I'm dying. And I try and get up and it's straight up, it's that pain. I was kind of explaining it to you. It's it's hurting. And then when you try and do something, it's such a high pain. It's like a shock. You're
yeah. Well, have you ever taken a breath and it feels like something in your lungs or chest is popping or you have an air socket? It's like that when you're oh my God. Like, and then like you just take it and it hurts so bad.
Every time. And so that was just what my back kept feeling like. And it's been the same spot for the past couple of years. Well, I kind of get like a little back cramp or something like in that muscle. Like it's around like my rhomboid. But this time it was immediately worse than it's ever been. But I was like, it'll pass. Because usually it like hurts. I just sit down or something for like 5-10 minutes, lay down. And of course it did not. So after like 10 minutes pass, I like try and get up and I'm straight up like bent at a 90-degree walking. Like,
so how long had it been since it started to now you're hunched over trying to walk over?
Like 10 minutes. Okay. And it's just not getting better. I was like, okay, something's wrong. So I walk over to Claire's office. I'm like, Claire, something's wrong. Like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm dying. I don't know what's going on.
It's a new dance move.
Yeah, but like something in my back is wrong. And so we're like, it must be a cramp or something. So we like try and knot it out or whatever. It's not working. I'm in like searing pain. Does it hurt to the
touch? Like if like you touch it or like push it or anything, like, does it hurt?
It hurt touching it. It hurt trying to move. And then it was also like the pain was kind of radiating from my back to my chest on my left side. And like I'd been coughing too. So like I couldn't take deep breaths. That hurt. Kept coughing. It hurt. My chest hurt. But then my back mainly, like just trying to activate that at all.
You're a mess.
I was like dying. So I'm like, we got to figure something out.
Like this hurt.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but it can't be good. And because we were less than 2 days away from going to Mexico, that's where I'll be going for a week. I was like, I need to figure whatever is going on because it's not getting better and I can't do this. I can't even work. Like it was bad enough that I can't sit and work. So we go to urgent care. We go to the urgent care place. They take me back, ask me a whole bunch of questions. We rule out a whole bunch of stuff. And he's like, well, and I go through like some of my family history. He's like, okay, well, sounds like we might want to just, for safety reasons, and just like rule some stuff out, do an EKG and chest x-rays. Yes, Rob.
EKG, does that stand for electric kite flying? I don't know. I lost track.
That's not even EKG. A G. That's an F.
I forgot what was coming next.
No, Roberto. It looks after your heart. So from the way she explained to it, because I had never had an EKG done, it looks at like electrical impulses from the heart and how it's reaching the rest of your body. And you can learn a lot from seeing those impulses and how your body's receiving them or something like that.
Is that the thing that goes like beep?
Yeah, kind of.
Beep.
So they come in and it feels like I'm like a lab rat. They have like 20 nodes they got to put on you. Like those nodes.
Oh,
like,
yeah. Stickies.
Like that. Yeah, I got like 10 on my chest, like my arms, my legs. I'm like,
you're
what
like
is
Wolverine.
Going on? Yeah, I was like, what is going on?
Oh, no, you were like, what if like they put the serum in you? And like that was how you did it?
I wish.
That'd be sweet.
Just come out like a foot taller, just yak.
Foot taller.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
That's it. That's all they would do. Yeah, you just come out a foot taller and just the same body.
I'd take it.
Oh,
anyway,
my God. Absolutely.
So they're doing that. So they do the impulses or whatever. I just sit still. And this nurse brings it out to the doctor. And the doctor comes in and she like has a slip. She's like, we got to, this can't be right. Like, we got to do it again. And I don't know what's going on. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So she's like, just like, stay still. We'll do this again. They do the reading. It like prints out the results. And she goes, that's a little better.
I'm like, what changed?
Yeah, I'm over here like, what's going on? And so she like shows it to me. And she was trying to explain what she looks at. I don't know. To me, it was literally just like the boop, the boop, the boop. Yeah. She's showing me. But she was like, well, you see like right here and right here and here in these sections, you're like a millimeter elevated. I was like, what? And she's like,
I guess not bad, right? Like a millimeter.
No, she's like, that's abnormal. Normally it's like a baseline. So you're a millimeter above. When it's 2 millimeters, that's signs of a heart attack. And suddenly I'm just like, whoop. Suddenly out of nowhere, it's like, you're at risk for a heart attack.
You're going to die.
And I'm like, you what, mate? Yeah, I'm like, okay.
I bet your iWatch was like checking your heart rate at that moment. I wish you could see.
I was like, what now? Okay, it's like, this is taking a turn. He's like, yeah, this is like, you usually don't see this, but it's so abnormal. Like, you're so young, you should still be low risk. And because
you should be.
Yeah, you should be. My family does have a history of like heart disease, heart attacks, but they're all past 50. So she's like, not before the age of 50. So you should still be like low risk. This is definitely abnormal, but just look out for symptoms. So she sits there. She's like, okay, so if you start like sweating profusely, or your left arm goes numb, or
that's
and she's
like
literally
the
just like
universal one.
Yeah, she's like literally just telling me how to look out for a heart attack. He's like, if any of those happen, go to emergency room. So I'm like, great. Okay. So now I'm just so
I've
anxious.
learned nothing.
I'm freaking out. Now I'm like, heart attack. Oh, God. So.
And she's probably like, that'll be $15,000.
So then we do the chest x-rays. She says the chest x-rays looked fine.
Nice.
So I got like some pain meds and muscle relaxers or whatever for my back, especially when I'm traveling. And yesterday, all day after I got home, just killing me. Today, it's a little bit better. The thing I have on me is just a heating pad. It's right on my back, rhomboid or whatever you want to call it. So
rhomboid. What is a rhomboid?
It's a muscle.
Oh,
it's
like your shoulder?
Yeah, well, it's kind of part of your. The way she explained it is it might also be a little bit of the trapezoid, but it's below the trapezoid, rhomboid.
Trapezoid?
It's with like the shoulder blade.
Isn't trapezoid a shape?
No, it's also your muscles.
I thought that was a tricep.
No, the tricep, like traps. Yeah.
Oh, that's what that stands for? Oh.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I mean, some people call it the trapezius, but I think she said trapezoid, which took me off because I thought it was trapezius. But I guess it also could be because of the shape. I don't know. It's either trapezius or trapezoid, one of those. But that muscle, kind of both feed into like that shoulder movement. And yeah, so I was just like, she didn't really have answers. She's like, here are some pain pills. Best of luck. She's like, if it doesn't get better, or maybe you want to come back a little bit later, do that. You're probably gonna have to do physical therapy, what she was saying. I have to go in and like start working this rhomboid every day. Because the main reason I wanted to go in too is because it's the same spot that I get cramps. And then yesterday it just...
Cramps? You've gotten cramps in this spot before?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was just even worse. Like normally it's like, like I just kind of sit down, like let myself relax for a couple minutes. Like, okay, I'm better. This time it wasn't going away. So I was like, maybe there's something like wrong, something abnormal. Maybe it's a pinched nerve. I looked at pinched nerve though, and it didn't really fit any.
Herniated disc, and it's not your spine, right? Because I've had a herniated disc, and that hurts so bad.
Yeah, so I was just freaking out, and yeah, so we go there, and suddenly something about like heart attacks and stuff. So I'm freaking out, but she's like, "You're low risk. You should be fine." Well, I'm still freaking out. But that was that whole adventure. So then another day I should have spent working on videos was spent in urgent care. So now
that was what, yesterday?
Yeah. So we're here now recording 2 GG Easies. I have 4 more videos to record, and I think like 15 videos in total to edit. And I have until 6 a.m. Friday. I have about 12 hours to do all that.
I mean,
literally not even possible.
Well, you were like, worst case scenario, I'll just like bring my laptop to Mexico. I was like, okay, well then I guess you're bringing your laptop to Mexico because that's humanly impossible.
Yeah, so
even for you,
we're gonna be pulling an all-nighter probably. But.
Well, all the years of carrying us, man, really, finally came around and did it. You finally hit you.
I guess so. That's why I also am using a different chair today. I don't have the wooden chair.
Brought to you by Herman Miller.
My immersion. Yeah.
Brought to you
hit
by
me up.
our not sponsor.
We know you're watching, Mr. Miller.
We would like that sponsorship.
We would love that.
But it has good back support, but also the way it's curved, and then specifically with the heating pad right where my back is, and sit back and it feels nice.
So what are we gonna do if it happens during this? Like, what do I do? I'm not medically trained to help out an old man. I'm not a nurse, dude. All right?
Like an old man.
He's not gonna do a thing. He's just gonna watch me like a cat would.
Yeah, he's just gonna be like,
I'm gonna be freaking out.
You might die here, and that might not be the worst case.
Well, you know what would be a worst case, actually? Forgetting that we need to do this 7-star ad read. Or, not ad read. Review.
Yes.
Blue, do you have a review for us? Almost forgot.
Yes, I do. I was actually going to try and interrupt that story with the review, but it's getting pretty nuts. So.
Yeah, it's getting spicy.
So we do have a review from Salty Waffle. It's a 5-star review.
My favorite kind of waffle.
A Big Brain Podcast. A fun group of 5 heads talking about the world's most intellectual questions. They have a great group of people and go off on fantastic tangents. Even though they are supposed to be a gaming podcast, everything they talk about is very fun. Also, they make you feel better about your intelligence. Thank you so much, Salty Waffle, for that 5-star podcast. And also, I'm glad that we could help your intelligence levels.
What does that mean?
Rude.
What does that mean? We do
don't bunch us up with Rob. Okay. Rob understands.
Dude, okay, but I did that. I told that alien story, and I literally texted the people on the deck. I got 2 confirmation texts that they remembered it happened, and then 2 didn't remember that it happened. So it's 3 to 5. So pick your poison.
Or sketch. You were trying to explain to me since last podcast.
Oh, sketch or sus?
Sus or sketch.
Well, sketchy's like when he said Bob Lazar is sketchy, when I hear someone is sketchy, it means like they do like criminal things. Like I don't think Bob's a criminal. I think he's just sus, which is short for suspect. He just lie. I think he's just lying. And then I was thinking about this too. So like you know how his wife was cheating on him? Maybe this whole thing about Area 51 and that is just his way of coping with that. I was really thinking about that the other day, that it probably is just his way of kind of coping with that his wife didn't love him and started cheating on him.
I mean, because if it wasn't because he was doing secret work on aliens, why would she cheat on him, you know?
Exactly. Like I would never cheat
He couldn't
on
have failed.
I've never cheated on you, dude, if you were working on aliens.
I'd
ask you for everything you knew after we cuddle. But all right. That guy questioned my intelligence, but I do have a question. I'm not going to say it's a stupid question of the day because it's just a question.
It's a
and I'm just
curiosity.
curious. Yeah. I'm like Curious George, my favorite children's book. No, I like I can't remember what it was. It was like a little dog. It was like a Saint Bernard. It was like a Saint Bernard. Oh, it was a great story. Anyways.
Mine was what is it?
So it must have been your favorite.
And I'm trying to think. It's like
I think it was
A
Humphrey.
went B and C went
The
D,
alphabet?
something, and the cuckoo tree. No, what was that?
That's not a book. That's like
It
a
was.
nursery rhyme.
Yeah, well, it was a book, and it was like these letters going in like a tree. Blue, do you know what I'm talking about here? Help me out here.
I'm a little lost here right now.
Well, we're talking about children's books.
It's like okay. You go on. I'm gonna find this.
Okay.
I'm not crazy. It's like a famous.
You're just making a lot of sounds, and I don't know what you're trying
whatever,
to
dude.
get
Whatever, dude. I'm on it.
So wait, what is
like
it? The cuckoo's tree in the.
Yeah.
And you're like, come on, like you know,
Come on, Blue,
what that
you
is.
know what I'm talking about? Yeah,
And we're like, oh yeah, cuckoo. Yeah, you're cuckoo, bro. I'm trying to remember what mine was. Mine was like about a Saint Bernard dog, and he was really cute, and him and his
Chicka chicka boom boom. Will there be enough room?
Chicka chicka boom boom.
Yeah.
What is that? I've never heard of that ever.
Yeah,
it's
that book. The book.
I've never read that book.
I mean,
Chicka
it is
chicka
like
boom boom.
it's pretty much like a picture book for like kids. Yeah, it's like A when B and C when the tree. Is there enough room in the tree? Chicka chicka boom boom. Zum zum zum.
Flamingo. Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Bro.
Chicka chicka boom boom. There are 100% people out there who will stand with me on this one. So shout out to those that knew what I was talking about.
I can't remember what mine was. It was like about a boy and his dog, and I loved it.
So every other children's book.
Yeah, it was awesome. They had a bunch, but they weren't like chapter books, but they were just long enough and just thick enough to make you feel kind of smart for reading them. But they were big text. But it made me feel smart. All right. So, anyways, back to my question. How many questions have we asked on this? This is probably what, the fourth or fifth?
Maybe, yeah.
So, Blue,
I mean, we answer a lot of stuff that we're not qualified to.
Blue, you speak Spanish, right?
Not really. I mean,
but like kind of like
It's not the answer we're looking for.
like a little bit. We may have
A
to phone in
little bit.
Shark.
You're
My
going for
question-
even less Spanish in that case.
What he said I thought he was fluent. in
I
it.
thought that Vato Nori is
Yeah, I
dying.
thought he was fluent in
Oh
it.
my god.
So
Oh, wait.
God.
I know.
It's a great question.
You're going to get to this, but this also makes me... I got some tweet the other day. I told you about this.
What?
After we did the Sea of Thieves video, like a week and a half ago or whatever,
Uh-huh.
where we had the monkey. I had my monkey.
Yes.
And we named it Rafa. No.
I forget
Ronaldo. It was some
Yeah.
Hispanic name
Yes.
that Shark came up with.
Mm-hmm.
And so we did it through the whole video, the whole bit.
Mm-hmm.
And someone tweeted at me. It was like, I'm really ashamed of you. Like, so you just don't care about people of color anymore because we named the monkey whatever. And I was like, you realize Shark, a Hispanic person named it a Hispanic name. And I don't care about people of color.
yeah, just like absolutely just bewildered by it.
I don't respond to those, but you don't understand some of these outlandish things I see sometimes.
Just the amount of tilt it just
I'm
put
just
you
like-
on.
I don't even like they don't deserve the time or energy to even have
No, not at all.
interacted with. But I'm just like,
You're like, this is just ridiculous.
or we got that one where we're not inclusive enough because our group doesn't. I believe it was like our group doesn't have like a trans or,
LGBT, like
an LGBTQ member
or something.
and so we need to
I
because
don't
we've purposely assembled
Yeah.
all of these.
You'll
and we're
never
like,
find
no.
more allies than Christian and I and Blue and everybody else within the dream team. All right.
You guys really picked this podcast to have this topic, didn't you?
Yeah. Of course.
This is a really hot topic, and I don't know if
You don't know this is too hot and toasty for you.
this is probably too hot and toasty for you guys to be talking about on the podcast.
Well, no, it was literally just like someone was saying, like, we're just not inclusive. The dream team isn't inclusive enough because we don't have a member. As if we made a group.
Yeah. It's specifically for not having somebody like that in there.
Yeah.
Which is stupid.
Just happened to be a couple of dudes.
All right. Anyways, so my stupid question. Fuck, I called it a stupid question.
Nah, now it is stupid.
So in other language, so like in English, right? We have.
Hold on. I
was gonna be so pissed. You have words like that rhyme, right? So when you sing a song, they rhyme. So like door and floor. Do door and floor rhyme in French? And like do they rhyme in Spanish? Like do they rhyme like when a Hispanic artist puts out a song and has like their rhyme scheme and you like translate it, do those words rhyme when you translate it to English or no? I was thinking about that and it really messed me up for like the whole day.
No.
Like do words rhyme in
not.
other languages?
I want to say no.
No?
That's an easy no.
Yeah, I want to say.
Do you think floor and door in the English language translates to floor and door exactly when they say it
means
in like
door,
Japanese?
Well, when they say like that's a door, they have a word for that, right? Like other languages have a word for that.
So apparently,
so
Spanish is puerta for door.
Okay, puerta.
Okay.
Yeah.
And floor is suelo.
Suelo. See, so like if I'm rapping a song and I say, "Let the bodies hit the floor and hit the door," when you
the bodies hit the puerta and the
when you translate, it just doesn't make any sense.
I want you to put those two words together and tell me if they rhyme.
Here's the thing.
Okay, the answer is they don't. So the answer is no.
It's not.
This wasn't even a Spanish question. This was legit.
But it was just like a. But I knew you spoke Spanish, so I had somebody who's like had another language that I could go off of.
Doesn't. If you do like a multilingual thing, then you could like kind of like get away with it because obviously there's like a lot of crossovers between English and Spanish songs now, right? So there's some songs where you get away with it. But if it's like a purely English or purely Spanish or purely whatever language to language, it doesn't just like floor and door in English doesn't just magically make those words rhyme in Spanish. So
in a Spanish song, when they rhyme words,
yes, Rob, it's the same as rhyming words in every other language.
No, I just you're not getting what I'm saying. It just when it translates, it just doesn't rhyme anymore.
Well, because you're not translating stuff if you're making a song in Spanish.
That's true. You're not. I did think about that.
The Spanish.
Yeah.
If they're making a rhyming scheme in Spanish,
they're not writing it thinking, how is this going to translate to English?
Yeah. They'll be rhyming whatever words works for them, and you would translate it, guaranteed 9 times out of 10 it's not going to work for us.
Yeah.
However, I did look up a Japanese word. Door is doa.
Doa.
In Japanese. So you could rhyme English with Japanese. So you could be like, watch out for that doa and also that boa.
Oh, bars.
Yeah.
Watch out for the doa. I'm getting some barbacoa.
So what are words? So like, what are words in Japanese that rhyme?
I don't know.
I'm just curious.
Well, you have doa,
it would be
right?
sweet to be like in Japanese, ceiling rhymes with sink, like because like they is it so soundingly different? It'd be sweet to know
Japanese words
because then like their songs can totally rhyme different words that we can't, and that's sick. They can just go all over the place. I mean, I guess we can too.
Well, I'll tell you something that rhymes with Japanese.
What?
Appease.
Oh, bars. But I'm talking like in the language.
I know, but that was a funny moment. That reminds me.
Oh, what?
Of a fantastic dad joke I heard the other day. Totally stealing it. It was like total dad goals. I was at Cafe Rio.
Love that place.
Great place.
Good.
And I was like leaving, and there's like this little girl going to the soda thing, whatever, and needing help. And she was like, would you please help me refill this?
She asked you.
She was like talking to her dad or whatever. Or would you help me fill this? And he goes, sorry, Phil's not here.
Oh my
And the little daughter's
God.
like, "Daddy, no!" And the wife's just laughing. He's like, "There's no Phil here. He can't help you.
Can Phil this?
Yeah.
No, Phil cannot.
Phil's not here." And I was like, "My man."
So whenever you hear Phil now, you're just gonna pun
Yeah.
Phil, as in if it's talking about the name Phil.
He was
and
so
not
happy with
actually-
himself too, and I was about to be like, "Nice one."
He's like,
Yeah, I was like,
You're really gonna do this to your kids, aren't you?
"Oh, absolutely, dude."
gotta have kids first, though, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna, but I'm ready.
He probably
I feel
does this to his dogs already.
Yeah.
But you're ready
What?
for kids?
Wait,
Is that what you're saying?
Wait, whoa.
I thought
wait.
you were like, I'm ready. I was like,
What
No,
the f-
no,
what?
what?
oh,
Hold on now.
Huh?
Wait. Let's just.
hey.
Christopher, its blood pressure just went up, spiked up really
Yeah,
hard.
let's just-
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Never said that.
I
Claire,
said,
if you're
I'm ready.
listening-
And I was like,
Claire, if you're
what?
listening, not yet. Okay.
No,
Not
we're
yet.
not. We have our dog. Those are our babies. Okay. Those
An
are our-
op has been proven enough right now.
Yeah, they'll be tough. So that's I don't know where that came from. My bad if there was any confusion there. What I'm saying is I'm ready to be that kind of dad though.
Oh.
Like if it does come time, I'm gonna be that dad
Mhm.
for sure. I already do that a little bit,
I just have to have kids first, and that is just so like
but I'm pretty sure
down the road.
we can save this for a conspiracy because maybe it is.
What?
You just have a baby and the doctor comes in. He was like, "That's great. Give her time. Like, come with me." And you just go into some room and it's like he like turns on a projector and it's just like secrets to being a dad. And he just gives you like a Bible, like of dad secrets, and he's
No
just like,
way.
"Here you go." And there it's like a hyperbolic time chamber. So
Yeah.
they're really in there for like 2 years preparing to be the best dad possible.
Oh, that's.
But it's only like 10 seconds, and they come out and then boom,
They teach
he's
you
ready.
dad things like how to change a tire
Yeah.
and fix the furnace.
It's like, "Do you know how to do anything handy?" "No." You're like, "Well, you about to learn." And then just 2 years, boom, you learn, you're out, you hold that kid, dad joke right off the bat. And that's, boom, there you go.
I wonder if my dad actually did that, because he's a very handy man. My dad like fixes the furnace, fixes tires, does all that kind of stuff.
On the front page of Reddit the other day, there was like a meme that someone made, and it was like back in the day, and it was like a couple of teenagers like changing a tire or like looking at an engine, and it's like people nowadays, and it's some guys like playing video games, and they're like what happened?
Yeah, like where did we go wrong?
Yeah, like, okay, boomer.
That, like I'm supposed to be just changing tires for fun.
Yeah,
I mean, I know how to. I do know how to
do
change
know
a
how to.
tire.
I had to the other couple days ago, but
Why?
flat.
Oh, where? Like, were you here at home, or were you like?
It was like probably like a week or two ago when we went to I don't remember what movie. But yeah, we came out and I'm just driving. I was like, something doesn't feel right here, and I had to get gas anyway.
Mhm.
So we pull off into the gas station. I go out, and sure enough, just
Yeah.
and it was a puncture too, so it couldn't get.
Did you hit like a
fixed, but
nail or something?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
You got to get a new car, man.
I do.
You've had that thing for far too long.
Ever.
You had that van back when I first met you guys, and you were talking about how much you love that van.
Blue. He had that
I
van.
still love that van.
His parents had that van in like 5th grade.
Oh, no
Yeah.
doubt. So like you literally,
Hammer down.
you need to get a new van. Like you love
I
vans
thought
so much
about
to
it.
get a new one.
Thought about it.
Yeah, you did. You wanted to get like this new electrical one. Or
Yeah,
something.
there's a cool dude. They're tight. Right? Everybody makes fun of it, but they got tons of like
I'm with you,
People
though.
are out here like, oh
amenities.
my god, bro, I cannot wait to get.
If I
this
had a
fucking
YouTube channel, I would get the coolest car.
I would get the sickest minivan, dude. I'll tell
And
you
then,
what.
and then fruits over here, like, oh my god, guys, have you seen this new minivan? Oh
Rebates.
my god, dude.
Look at the space in the trunk. Not only that, the seats turn, bro. It has a
The
vacuum.
captain seats or whatever. Those.
Yeah, they have vacuums. Like from the floor, you can bring up and like makes a table and stuff. Like, bro,
What is it about a minivan do you like so much? That just you have that much space?
what about what I just said? Wouldn't want you to get a minivan.
It's just so big. And
Everything.
I mean,
it's
not
no
to
different.
hate or anything, because I drive a
It's a
shitty
truck,
car.
but you're not compensating. That's what it is.
Yeah, I guess mine is like a SUV, but just like a POS. Just it gets me to point A to point B. So I mean, I would take a minivan. I would never say like no to a car that I was given. That's why like my car was like given from my dad. It was like a salvage. He bought it as like a salvage piece or something and fixed it up. And now it's got like 220,000 miles on it. Still going strong. Thank
That's
you,
right.
Thank you, Honda Passport. How many miles does your car have on it?
180, I think.
Oh, so you're not in the twos yet.
No,
Not yet.
no. But the way it drives, you'd think it was. I think it's even further down,
I
man.
love when you try and open the door.
They don't open anymore. Side doors just
Yeah,
they're done.
my windshield wipers, like the one on the passenger side goes up, but not the driver's side. So whenever it's like raining or snowing, I'm driving like I'm literally like this, bro. like leaning over trying to like check it out.
That's a safety hazard.
Well, and then like the left one will throw all the snow onto the driver's side, so it's like, well, now I really can't see. And then I don't want to like get out my car and like
Yeah, that would be too much work.
look like an idiot. So I just look like an idiot and have half my window covered and just hope.
You're gonna get pulled over.
And then when you drive too, have you ever had this happen when it's snowing? You like drive and you like brake and all the snow from your roof just goes like right in front of you. You're like, oh Christ, I can't see. And then like it's too strong for your wipers to like get it.
Yeah,
And then you gotta go out there.
Come on, you can do it.
I hate it. Hate the snow.
You know all about those snow problems, don't you, Blue?
Oh, 100%. I didn't actually see snow for myself till like a couple of years ago. And it wasn't even like snow.
Oh, was it in San Antonio though?
Yeah, it was in San Antonio.
Really? But you've never seen like
I think I
snow
remember
on the
about
ground.
that.
I've never seen like legit snow.
like it's
everywhere.
a blizzard. It sucks.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
We gotta do Fruit Summit next winter then.
That's
What's
terrible.
that kind of look?
I just hate the cold. Like
It's better they get them out here during the winter though, because there's nothing else to do.
What? Like we're gonna go snowboarding?
No, I
Yeah.
just mean like it's cold. You don't want to go outside, so might as well do Fruit Summit then.
Well, I like to go outside in the summer.
I do
Like
like
the
to
back
go
end.
outside too.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but I'm saying, like for us here,
Yeah, like
it's
we would-
it's convenient time
Yes.
because there's nothing else to do.
Mhm.
The only thing is,
I mean,
skiing
when
and
is there
snowboarding.
ever anything to do over there?
You want to go snowboarding and skiing, Blue?
No.
I don't.
Let's ask Sammy. Maybe
I'll
Sammy.
avoid
will.
that.
Yeah, my
You
dad
guys
ruined
could
that for me.
you guys could go snowboarding. I'll be like in the cabin or whatever, playing my Switch or some shit.
Hey, I mean, like the
I'll
lodges,
still be going out.
ski lodges usually have some nice, good hot chili.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, let's be real. You're gonna be at the resort in Cancun or wherever you're going in Mexico, and you're probably just gonna be playing Hearthstone or whatever you're playing.
Chilling on the beach. Which I should also say, this trip I'm taking wasn't by my design. It's Claire and her family, and they're inviting me along, which is very generous.
Very nice.
And so yeah, I'll
Very
go.
cool.
Yeah. Who's gonna turn that down?
Open bar.
But yeah, woo. But it's like
you have a pina colada.
we couldn't do it in January.
Did you say January like that?
Yeah, because for everybody else, it's like, yeah, December holiday, but for like YouTubers, December's like, this is what you waited for.
Mhm.
This is the
All year.
payoff. Work. January is the slowest time for everybody.
That's when you go. And
yeah.
Like, do
So like,
something.
if you're gonna take time off or do something, do it in January. But doing it in December is literally like the dumbest thing you could do. So that's why I've been trying to get everything ready for when I'm gone.
Yeah, when you did tell me you were going to Mexico, I was like, right now?
Yeah, I was like, hey, if it was up to me, January. But
Where exactly like are you going?
some resort in
Oh, that's cool.
Cancun. I don't know.
That's tight.
Yeah.
Are you gonna drink?
No.
No?
No.
Not even like a pina colada.
Virgin.
But what's
We
the
talked
di-
about this.
They
It's-
taste the same.
No, they don't.
Really.
Yeah, they taste nasty.
Do
when
you-
put in the alcohol.
Do you like to drink, Blue? I didn't really think we drank when you were down here.
I'm not really a drinker.
No.
I used to like drinking, but it's just I don't know.
Yeah, when everybody drinks in college. I mean, besides you.
No.
Except for fruit. We don't talk
But you
about
know
that.
what everybody does do in college? They
This-
listen
this
to these
ad
ads.
break.
Hey, all
nice.
you guys, good
Hey,
job.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. Welcome back to the 7-star rated podcast. GG over easy.
Whoa, we're close to getting back to 8 stars.
Yeah, we got.
We
to
went down a little bit.
Yeah.
We did miss a week.
Bump it down a
Yeah.
little bit, but we'll get there.
We got to be real with each other.
Yeah.
You know, we can't always just be on the come up. You know, you got to go through your valleys.
That's right. Valleys, peaks. Valleys, peaks.
Exactly. Just like your heart
A
rate.
lot of valleys. Hey, whoa. Big old valleys.
That's a little. That's
Don't bring me-
pretty,
Too soon to make heart jokes.
Too soon. Come
Too
on.
soon.
Now. Come on now, brother.
His heart can't take it. I'm owning.
You could have made a training ball joke because that's peak and valley, but I mean the heart rate stuff is pretty good too.
They're both good. I'm sorry.
You're the worst. Season of Dawn. brand
Speaking of
new-
the worst.
Hey, what?
What?
Oh, I'm on fire.
You were having fun on stream, so you can't even.
I'm on fire.
This guy.
Putting them out. Jesus.
But yeah, this was I mean, it's cool. Whatever.
It's all right.
I mean, I haven't beat it though. I played it to get the sundial, and then I got the gun, and then I have one more thing to do, where it's like I have to do my reputation or something like that. Like I gotta, but it didn't make any sense when I read it, so I gave up.
Yeah, you just put currency into the spire things.
You just banknotes.
Yeah, the obelisks, and then you like reach rank 1, and then you unlock some stuff in rank 2, rank 3, rank 4, rank 5, and
you get different perks for it.
Yeah, perks.
So like one that'll be like Tangled Shore specific, and then like if you play Gambit or something or Crucible on Mars, then you have a chance of getting like the fractal things, the fragmented stuff.
Like so you don't.
Well, you have to upgrade it to rank 5, right? So the entire theme of the season is upgrading the obelisks as high as you can, so you get all the perks and you can get more of the weapon frames that you could have at the same time to work for.
Now the obelisks are the thing that are on Mars, and
yeah, they're those big golden spires that you put stuff into.
That my 100 shotgun kills built for some reason.
Yes.
Your 100 what now?
When you, for some reason, to build the obelisk, the quest is like kill with 100 shotgun kills and 25 melees.
No.
Yeah.
That wasn't a part of the obelisk.
On Mars it is.
Oh well, it's one of it's a side quest.
Isn't
I guess.
it?
Yeah, that's a side quest.
Oh, I thought that's how you.
That's
why
when
part of the obelisk.
That's why when you said you've like met Saint 14 and got the shotgun.
Oh no, I didn't say I met Saint 14. I said I got that from Osiris.
Okay, well, so maybe you haven't done that mission, but you did get the shotgun. That was separate of needing to get the sundial.
Oh,
you did some extra work.
That is not separate.
Yeah, it is.
No,
I was able to do the sundial and everything before ever doing that quest.
I know, but you still need to get that shotgun.
You need to do it like
the actual mission.
Just like save Saint 14.
No, but I'm just saying to do the sundial because that's all we were trying to do.
Yeah.
Was just
I didn't know that.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess Rob did do it before he needed to get to the sundial.
My chat was like, but
he still needed to. But that's still a primary objective is getting that shotgun.
We got him to play more Destiny than he needed to, though. So
I was like, chat. Blue said it's not going to take more than an hour, and then everyone was like,
it didn't.
Well, I didn't, but they didn't know I was just trying to unlock the sundial. I think that didn't
take much time.
I think they thought I was trying to like do the whole thing.
And
so they were like, Rob, it's gonna take like 4 hours. I was like, 4 hours.
So yeah, to get to do the whole story mission. Yeah, no, it's like 3-4 hours. But if you're just trying to get the sundial activity, it's legit like maybe an hour at most.
Yeah, it's like 35 minutes, maybe 40. But we did it. Did a video on that.
It was fun.
I
really like the season. I know people don't are like kind of hot topic about it, but I think the season's good so far.
You like it?
I like it.
You get a lot of new guns. Though. You're not a PvP guy. Let's just state that.
Yeah, nobody in this game is a PvP guy, Rob. Okay, let's be honest here. So the point is,
person. Yes.
I think it's a good season. Obviously, next week we get the Dawning and we get a new story mission, and then we have all these new guns, and the exotics are cool. The scout rifle's pretty okay.
Is SRL coming back?
SRL's never come back.
Oh, I thought that was part of the Dawning.
No, they're not going to bring SRL back unless like they actually make money off of SRL. Which honestly, the reason it's probably never come back is because they probably never made that much money.
They just have the Eververse store. What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm aware of that. But like, what are they going to do? Are they rather going to put more stuff in Eververse, or are they going to make an entire SRL event where they have to make Eververse stuff specifically for the SRL event? Yeah, or just make more cosmetics that people can use all the time?
I just want it back. It was fun. It was like a fun little thing to do. I just think
it's the third best racer in the world.
I do. I can't tell you how many times I get that like media shared to me and like a donation, that like roast or whatever.
That was one of my best.
I don't even think it's that funny.
It's pretty good.
Whatever. I guess I'm the only one who doesn't think it's funny.
Because the whole video you're talking about, like, I did this thing and I got third.
I did.
I got third, and then
I was like, well, ironically, you're still the third best racer.
That was one of the funniest videos ever, by the way.
I'm peeing my pants.
I was.
Okay, back in the day, you talked yourself up so hard, so far beyond Destiny. Where you. Oh my
I loved it.
No, you talk yourself up so hard, and then you would just fall, and it was just the funniest thing. I can't describe. Oddly satisfying.
Thank you.
Well, now we just get Pepe Hands Rob.
Yeah. Just,
Now we just get. I mean, we're all pretty Pepe hands now. So well,
we're all pretty Pepe hands.
But that was like in the Sundial video.
So 5 years of Destiny will do to you.
Rob's like, it's just like zombieing around. I was like, yeah, it's like every game. I was like, what isn't zombieing for you? And you're like,
yeah.
I don't know anymore, man.
I could zombie out in like stuff like Modern Warfare now too, and people are like, "How you zombie out in that game?" And it's like you just don't care. It's easy.
Yeah, and that's
Shoot your gun.
Well, and then also my MMR in Destiny. That's probably. I'm not kidding you. Playing Rumble on my account may be the only fun I get from actually playing Destiny. It is so fun. I love it. If you haven't watched that video, please watch that video just so you know.
Yeah, use Rob's account.
It's fair.
It's so funny.
I mean,
At this
nice
point
home.
though, it might be your SBMM. You don't know.
So
no,
Fruit,
those
and
dudes are
Rob.
boners.
Yeah, what up,
how do you guys? Well, I guess we'll start with Rob first. So how do you feel about the season so far, Rob? What do you
This
think of
season
it?
so far of Destiny.
Yeah, what do you think of what you played?
I mean, the hour and a half. No, I probably put like 3 or
You
4
played, like,
hours. Probably
2,
4.
yeah, you played like 3
Probably
or 4
like-
hours.
I'm so sorry, Rob.
Probably like 4 hours.
I didn't mean to
What?
put you through that.
What?
No, I'm talking to Rob because Rob, if I had anything Destiny's like, or it's like, hey
Okay,
Rob, this
but
game's
Rob
on
was
console.
having fun,
Ah!
okay.
Oh, console. I throw a fit. I throw a conniption fit.
Hey, why don't you tell them how we did that For Honor video?
Okay. So if you guys haven't watched that For Honor video, we had to do it through like PlayStation, and I don't have a capture card I don't have 2 capture cards in my gaming PC. I only have 1. But that capture card that capture card goes into my streaming PC. So I can't basically play any console games like on my setup. I have to like go into the basement living room where other people can play games.
Yeah.
Ew, right? Sharing. And Christian wants to do this For Honor video, but it's PlayStation. I can't do that. And then if we're also recording our voice, I have to be on my setup to like be on my microphone and all that kind of stuff. And the PlayStation was in the family room. So my room is about maybe 20 feet, 25 feet away from that PlayStation. And then my door can like see the TV though. So my thinking was, I'll just like have the controller and I'll just like stand over on the side and just kind of play like this, you know, off to the side. Problem is though, there is a supporting beam that I don't know does something important like support the house and the foundation of what the house is built on. And it was literally covering maybe 65-70% of the screen. So like I could only and it was like the middle of the screen too. So I only got like the 2 side
peripherals.
Yeah, I only got like the sides. And then Christian was like, there has to be a better way to do this. And then like I was like, oh.
Well, Rob's was like, yeah, I gotta like plug in the HDMI, but I don't want to do that.
Well,
That was like the biggest hurdle.
dude,
It took him not even a minute to fix it, but he's like, I don't want to.
there's something about plugging an HDMI port that is so annoying. Because never have I ever just gone, oh, okay, nice, it's in there. You know, you gotta turn it, and then like my monitor is like kind of cutting me a little bit because it's sharp, and then I'm like, and then I gotta like get it. You gotta really get in there. It's never just like
Man versus technology.
yeah, it's never just boop ever. So I just know it's gonna be a fight for, I don't know, 2.5, 3 minutes, and me going, like just getting frustrated. And I don't want to do that.
Put the picture up that you sent me. I was like, what are you dealing with?
Oh,
So he sends me a picture of like his POV with that screen. And I was like, you can't, there's got to be an easier way. And I'm not kidding you. He says he's like, no, dude, it's so complicated. Within a minute, he had it working. He's like, I just didn't want to do it. I was lazy.
yeah, I didn't.
So instead he was going to,
Yeah,
he was fine playing. Yeah. He was fine playing
I'll
like
put it in the DMs,
20
Blue.
feet away, barely seeing a screen. He's like, this is fine.
It's the TV on the bottom too.
God. But it's just like, that's wrong.
I just don't want to fight for 4 minutes and just like, you know, if it's already set up for me and I just have to like, and I know I'm only setting it up one time because I'm not going to be playing any more console. So just like, fine, I guess I'll do it. You see it, Blue? It's in the DMs.
God.
I'll put a picture up of it right here.
Right there.
That's not that bad. What the heck?
It's the bottom TV, not the top one.
You're
And that's-
fine.
Yeah, see, and that's what and then I was also playing on PlayStation Live because I didn't want to have to buy For Honor because Christian thought I
I
had
could have
like
sworn you had
I think I had it on PC or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought I had it too. I guess not.
Maybe you played the beta. I don't know.
I think it was. I think that's what it was. But I played it on PlayStation Live, which is if you're playing on Wi-Fi too, because that's what my PlayStation is on. Because I'm not putting a LAN cable in there, right?
Another one to plug in?
I'm
Nah.
not wasting a LAN cable. And the PlayStation Live, I'd literally move, and then like 4 minutes later, my character would be like,
Hey, yeah.
yeah. So it was literally impossible to even try and fight in that thing. Sometimes it worked, but it was awful.
It usually didn't.
Yeah, but it was fun. I loved that video. That was a fun video to do.
It was.
The RP in that was great.
It was fantastic. It always is.
I love
Throw
that.
Arios in there in the RPRs.
Buy stonks and RP when Arios is in videos.
Yes, sir. So somehow that related to what you thought of the Destiny season?
Oh, just bad. I mean, it's not bad. It's not. I'm really critical about Destiny because I loved it so much at one point in my life, and it literally, I didn't go to college courses literally just so I could play Destiny. Like I would literally skip class to play this game, and now I wouldn't even skip like learning about how to buy a house or something. Like I would go to that rather than have to play like 2 hours of Destiny. I mean that, and I think it's just because I'm just like, I just want like. I just hate how everything I feel is like just like given to me, you know? Like, but then like when the stuff that's given to me, it's like I don't even really care about.
Well, and the stuff you have to work for, but you don't want to work for.
Yeah.
But like, is it the stuff I really want to work for like worth it though?
I don't think
To
you even
me.
take the time. I think you've just
You
checked
don't
out.
even-
You don't even give it a
I
fair
thi-
chance anymore.
I think that you're just done with Destiny.
Just
I think
jaded, I think.
It's like Ryan
I don't even
Johnson
think
movies.
it's jaded. I think. I mean, you were jaded back like when the game was still had like a bigger PvP focus too.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just you can never satisfy me, which is
Like
sad.
I can guarantee you too whenever Trials comes back, because like at this point I think everyone is expecting it to come back. Whenever it does come back,
I mean, I
we're
was
gonna
playing
play
more of
it
that.
and we're
Yeah.
gonna be like, oh wow, this is so much fun, and then you guys are gonna go back to being like, oh god, Destiny's so I don't even want to play Trials. I don't even God, I don't
Well, it's trials will be cool to do on my 3 characters.
for like a
Just to
week.
kind of do. Just to like kind of do it. Well, I know we'll do it for a video. Who knows if we'll do it every other week or every week. Not make a video for it. I'm just meaning just like playing it
Don't
if
ask
we
me.
want to.
We'll see when it happens.
We're gonna make a
If
video
it's
on it,
cool.
and then we're gonna go back to.
That's. I mean,
playing
that's what happened
PV.
in D2 when it had trials.
Yeah,
Which to me,
Well, it was
to be fair,
fours, though.
it was pretty terrible. But yeah, we did the thing with Dado, and then I think that was really it. I had
No,
like 2
that's-
flawless runs.
That's
and
the
that was
only
it.
flawless run I have.
I think I only had one other one. I never really
Yeah.
because
touched
it's the
trials again.
horse emblem, right? That like
Yeah.
tells you how much. Yeah, I have one.
I think I had 1 or 2. Yeah.
How many do you have, Blue? How many times did you go flawless in Trials of the
how many
Nine?
times have I gone flawless?
Here, pull it up.
I went a
He's like,
couple
"Here, let me pull it
times.
up."
Our boy, put
Oh,
some respect on him.
Well, I went a couple times because, and it wasn't because
I saw a
oh
pulse rifle
wow,
yesterday.
cool Trials. It was because I literally just wanted the gear.
The weapons, I did like the
Yeah, they
armor
were
too.
sick.
The aesthetic was
I'm
very
pretty
nice.
sure I did it a couple times to try and get like a bunch of the scout rifle rolls. So
Do you even use those scout rifles anymore?
no.
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 Well, because now they're obsolete. Because
Oh, you can't like light them up or anything?
No, well, they only have one perk.
Oh.
Yeah, you could, but it's like it
like,
doesn't.
why?
It's not with the new system.
Yeah.
Hmm. So, what do you think of the new season, Christian?
Bad. No, it's
I give it
terrible.
a 5.
Out of.
10.
Oh, okay.
5.5.
I don't know, maybe it was a 7 scale.
5.5 because I had fun making those sound effects.
That was the extra 0.5.
Yes.
I'm liking it. I think it's good. The I like the sundial because it reminds me of Menagerie, and I like the Menagerie. I do think that's a good way to go about it. I do like the new weapons I've got to see so far, and gotten like the Saint 14 weapons. Those are cool. I like the aesthetic.
I like how those
They're
look,
really
too.
cool. The auto rifle. He's gonna give it like a
Yeah.
7 out of 10 just because the auto rifle's sick.
The steel feather, whatever. It's also new perks too, which are much needed. They're not all super viable, but still cool.
You love that Warlock now has Twilight Garrison.
Dude, the warlock. Okay, keep going for
I was gonna say, don't get him started yet, because
All of a
let's talk
sudden
about
it's
that.
going, "Woo."
Yeah, all the cool stuff. Titans didn't get anything. Like
You
again,
deserve it.
I talked about it in the video. We just got
Yeah,
number increase.
yeah,
it
you
wasn't like a
deserved it.
rework.
Well, you've had
Yeah,
everything for a
take
year
that.
and a half, though, so
Rob, you're just parodying what Blue said.
Well,
You don't even know.
Well, no, I knew the one-eyed mask was absolutely broken. I still knew that. And then he called it OEM, and then I was like, yeah, and the one-eyed mask.
Yeah.
And then they were like, that's the same
Yeah,
thing. I
that's
was like,
that's
oh,
the OEM.
I didn't know that. It's hard to keep up with his slang.
Yeah, so I like the sundial. I like the whole obelisk leveling up thing and being able to choose routes and like get upgrades, and then you can buy like the little bounties to get those weapons too. So you don't even have to do the sundial.
Now the weapons come with random rolls, right? They're not
Yeah.
fixed. That's cool. Like that.
The new ritual weapons I haven't got to use yet, but they seem way easier to get than last season, which is probably good because I still haven't even gotten Randy's.
Yeah.
God, that was driving me insane.
Oh,
Randy's throwing knife.
that's the scout, right?
The difference in like how much time and effort you have to put into that compared to like this new Komodo linear fusion rifle is like night and day. So that's nice. Aside from that, though, I guess the only thing is like, as people were pointing out, like there's like 15 new exotic ghosts and ships and sparrows, and they're all Eververse.
Really? There's
Yeah.
15?
So that's the big like thing right now. Still is Eververse.
I knew Eververse was the absolutely
It's-
worst thing
it's-
to ever happen.
It's gonna keep being that way, especially since Bungie's now an independent studio. So
They're a
Yeah,
small indie company.
I get it.
I just wish they weren't so expensive, because you compare some of the prices of the Ever stuff to Fortnite stuff, and it's definitely
Really? Well, Fortnite's
little
just
more
kind of like
expensive.
I feel like it's easier to make a skin in Fortnite though than it is in Destiny. But then
I mean,
again, I don't
probably,
really know.
yeah,
It could be
but-
as easy as click and drag and paint. And I'm done.
Yeah.
But I don't.
well.
know
I mean,
about
when an armor set, like a cosmetic armor set, is $15, like,
Yeah,
it.
and then like an emote is $12.
pretty whack.
emotes
that's
are
when it gets pretty crazy.
$12.
So like, yeah, exotic emotes can be like $12.
Oh my god!
But here's the thing: that's like, if they were just like less expensive, I'd totally buy some or something. Here's the thing: the numbers are where they are is because they've done a lot of research. It works.
And people are buying them.
Not on like certain people, like the people who are
Ain't
complaining,
working
but
on
it
me.
works on other people, and they're making enough
much
money
as-
that they're like,
Yeah.
these are the prices.
Have you bought silver, Blue?
You know who I am.
Come on, now.
Did you buy silver?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you already. Yeah, in the video you said you bought it.
Yeah.
As
I'm
bad
bad
as
about
it
that.
seems, right? This is probably the Eververse is probably one of the biggest reasons why Bungie can stay independent right now. So
I just wish they weren't so in your face about it. I wish,
Yeah.
like, sure, if there were 15 new exotics and stuff, but like, give us like 4 or like give us like 5. You know, like don't just give us 15 and then 0. You know, like give a little dash in there.
I don't mind it too much, because at the end of the day, it's all shit like emotes and ships. I'm never gonna change my
Yeah.
ship anyway. All right, I'm my emotes. I use my emotes a lot, but until the day we start getting like actual legit like weapons, like weapons in Eververse, then
No.
that's the day when people actually start
Dude,
forcing
like-
Bungie to make changes.
There's things in games that make me want to play them, and like having like the exclusivity of like an item that is like very hard to get and like very hard to like, or just the lucky get or something like that is like makes me want to play the game. So if like
Yeah.
if say they took like 4 of those exotic sparrows or something like that and put it like on a strike boss and said, whenever you do this strike, you have a 1% chance of getting this sparrow to drop. Think how
Oh,
fun
yeah.
that would be. Just come on.
So-
I've been doing that all the time, and then you have one over there, and then there's a ghost over on that one, and then here's an emote on that guy, you know, and then like maybe every month or every season, like those change and rotate out, so you can't get those anymore. And then it's like, whoa, you had that sparrow from fucking season 8, like from that strike, and it's like, yeah, dude. Well, it's like I had the season 1, and it's like that's sick. And then you can have like sparrow offs. Are you okay?
I'm good.
Okay, you're freaking me out. I thought I had to get my telescope.
Your telescope.
Tethoscope. What is
Right
it?
over there.
What is it called? A stethoscope.
Yeah, I think it's stethoscope.
Stethoscope.
Yeah, I
Telescope.
almost had to get my stethoscope and help you out. Listen in. He's alive.
More or less.
Sorry to interrupt your season of Dawn.
Yeah, with your hot take.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I still think for me, big thing is like PvP is kind of atrocious.
But that's just Destiny. Like you just
I'm only able to tolerate it because like I'm like, all right, time to make a video on PvP. I play 2 matches and that's it, like for the week. Then I come back a week later.
yeah.
So I don't have to play a lot of games and then like, oh my god, yeah, this is
Yeah.
really frustrating or something.
Mhm.
It's just like, that's okay, but I only played 2 games. I'm out. So if they were to make that a little bit better, and I think too, I'm just so tired. Every game right now is just like fatiguing me on skill-based matchmaking, man. I got to sweat in every game I play now.
Yeah.
Like Apex, there's a huge thing.
Oh yeah, that's really
where people
bad
are
in
saying
Apex.
they warm up in ranked to play casual. It's worse in casual than it is in ranked. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's a huge thing right now. Like that's how bad it is there. In Modern Warfare, it's clearly evident. Everyone knows at this point. I've even like in my videos, I'm just like, yo, you're not gonna see me popping off because I literally can't because I'm playing like
pros. I'm playing Optic and FaZe on the other side.
I am playing equal or better skilled people, and so this is just gonna happen.
It's a boner killer in Modern Warfare so hard because because I know I frag out in Modern Warfare. I know
you're
I
good.
Can frag out.
I question
I
now.
know I'm good, but
Am
then because I'm doing so good, it's like, oh, you're doing really good. So here's what we're gonna do: we're gonna match you with a bunch of shitty players, and here's an entire team of competent ones. Also, by the way, you're the only competent player on your team. Good luck.
Yeah, it's atrocious, and it's in that game. It's in Destiny's matchmaking now. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, Fortnite's doing it, or Fortnite did it rather with the season change or chapter 2 or whatever.
Oh, they have skill-based matchmaking too.
Yeah, that was the whole bot thing.
That's right.
Yeah,
it a BR, man.
That's why we liked it.
But it helped us. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's what I'm saying.
Like
when I played your account on Destiny and I saw those people, I was like, this is where skill-based matchmaking is helping people.
Yes.
Because if you put these people against any competent players, they're gonna have a horrible time.
Awful. They would have
and they probably wouldn't play anymore. So
but see, that's where I disagree with skill-based matchmaking. I think it pushes people to get better, that rather than at least it did for me.
I mean, it did for us, but clearly
not everyone is us.
Yeah, there's some sort of studies, or they're seeing better retention on other players, I guess, if they do skill. I don't know.
Guess.
Like unless I need to get some like Destiny, right? Or Modern Warfare. I love getting better in Modern Warfare. I push myself to be fucking cracked on the clicks. You know what I'm saying, dude?
Yes, sir.
But
always.
In Destiny, I could not care less. The only time I care about getting better in Destiny is if like I need to get like this comp's season's weapon, right?
Or
I don't have any interest in getting better. Yeah, you know, I feel you. But
feel.
The reason why skill-based matchmaking is going to continue being a thing because it's something that benefits everybody but the best players.
Yeah.
And who are the people that drive the sales of the game is everyone else.
Well, then they need to give the hardcore players at least something like that or something. Well, and the way I was thinking about it is if you take like the challenge of the raid or whatever, that raid challenge of like how they make it day one, if you like set like something for players to be able to like put that modifier on or something like that and had like maybe like a chance to have like I said earlier, a special drop or something like that. Then all of a sudden, skill-based matchmaking, like, yeah, it sucks, but it's like we have like this thing up here that they can't really do.
That exact thing is my problem. Like you could opt into a challenge, right? That's why I always enjoy the fact that you have social playlists and ranked playlists. If I want to compete and get better and work towards something that's ranked, like whether it be in Halo, it's a level. I want to be level 50 in this playlist, right? Or in another one, like in League of Legends, I want to hit this rank for season rewards and also to show off my banner or whatever. But if it's just every game and you're not even working towards anything, you're not working towards a rank or anything, you're just having to sweat every game, then it's just like
it's not fun.
You can't keep it. It just gets exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're chilling with friends, it's really hard to.
Yeah, and that's I can't play with like any of my friends now. They don't play with me because I have some casual friends like from high school. I'll be like, hey, let's play some COD. And then they're going like 2-20 in my lobbies, and they're like, "This isn't fun." And I'm like, "I don't blame you. I'm barely having fun."
Yeah, that sucks. And then the maps are just still pretty bad, right? Like,
there are some, and I'm getting used to them. But I mean,
House. That's for me. That's a modern classic.
For me, though, like the biggest thing holding the game back is skill-based matchmaking.
Yeah. I mean, that just seems what it's holding Apex back. It seems what it's holding Destiny back. It's
like I don't even want to touch Apex here.
No, I don't either. Like I've been seeing like Apex streamers tweeting about it and saying they like just hate it.
I don't want to.
The unfortunate truth, though, is it only negatively affects us.
It does, and we
are not typical players.
Yeah, I mean we're
more
top
than likely
percentile for sure.
Yeah.
But sucks. And you know why we're top percentile is because one time we sucked and we're like, hey, we're gonna get better.
I'm gonna get good at this.
No.
You know what else is top percentile?
This ad?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey.
I didn't really think you were doing that. Nice.
Wow, you could.
No, I totally did. I just didn't want to make it seem like we were so fucking obvious about it now.
And welcome back to the GG Over Easy podcast, where we promise we'll stop talking about skill-based matchmaking.
The skill-based matchmaking episode.
I mean,
But you guys are such
Will we,
skilled
though?
listeners. You match this podcast, you guys are the best listeners. And so you see what I did?
Hey.
there?
Shout out Apple skill-based
You
matchmaking.
guys are your guys' skill-based matchmaking in podcast listening is so high. It's
we
unbelievable.
hate the system, but we use it.
Yeah, unbelievable how high your guys' is.
It's crazy. So that, well, let's get Blue's.
Yeah, Blue. What do
opinion
you
real
think?
quick on the season? I'm sure he's got some thoughts.
On Season of Dawn.
But what's your score?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like 7 out of 10
it's
so
a
far.
solid 7.5 for me.
We got a 7 and a 7.5. Nice, pretty good, and a 5.5, which is a good score for Ron.
The half point is for the top tree warlock.
I was gonna say,
Dawnblade.
I was like, tell me about the season, but without saying Warlock.
Dude, top tree Dawnblade gets my jimmies rustled in like a way that I can't possibly like.
I'm
I
about
can't
to
give
switch,
you.
dude.
What a
I can't tell you how satisfying. It's my favorite subclass. This is the most fun I've had with Warlock since D1. Like
I'm not gonna say it's a bad decision. It's just like a weird one. Like I just don't know who was like, hey, let's give Warlock Twilight Garrison. I don't think one, anybody asked for that, but two, I don't think Warlocks one are complaining about it.
No,
I
because it's dope.
I think it's insane.
They've done a really good job of separating like what each class does, but the Warlock one is. So well, Hunter's supposed to be like the mobile class, right? And then Titans have now become like the
Class.
wall class. They have
They've doubled down on this stupid punching. It's a meme.
Yeah,
I want to do
they've doubled
something
down-
aside from punch.
They've doubled down on punch and make big walls, right?
And then
And
you
then
guys are like
Warlocks-
stupid.
Mm.
And the Warlocks have always been like the specialist class. So it's not really that weird that they got Twilight Garrison because they literally have an entire class, the subclass, which is Top 2 Dawnblade, dedicated to aerial combat. So I don't think it's that weird.
Yeah.
But it is the most fun class. It's the most fun I've had with Warlocks since D1. Top 3 Dawnblade. Try it
I just
out.
think it's funny they just give that exotic ability to Warlocks and just not like a
Just
Titan
inherently.
who had it. Like
we don't even need to equip anything.
yeah,
to it.
you don't have to equip anything. You just get it.
I mean,
you know?
it's still not like as naturally potent as Twilight Garrison in D1, but I mean we still have it.
Wasn't the Twilight Garrison the exotic like in D1 where if you put a shader on, it didn't change that and it would stay like just that weird.
Yeah, it
glow,
would always stay
blue.
like that really
like gray blue.
metal,
It's
yeah, gray
disgusting.
blue.
Yeah. But I still loved it. And now it's gone. But you know what isn't gone?
This ad.
Keep them going.
Man.
At this point, I think it's this ad. Whenever you ask me a question,
Yeah, I don't have a segue here. We need to work on our segues.
I mean, my segues are great.
But we could roll in on a segue.
But you know
This
what
new
else is a
segment.
segue?
What's the segment?
It's Pokemon.
Oh,
Yeah.
Speaking
Pokemon's
of
been out
rolling balls,
now.
just talk about Pokemon. Just talk about Pokemon, please,
yeah,
bro.
just please. Just go.
yeah, I haven't played it, so this is you two.
I will say, now that I've beaten it, I've gotten through endgame.
Oh, you beat it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, did you
I-
upload it already or no?
The final Let's Play has gone up, yes. So it's complete now on the second channel. If you
Go
want
watch
to watch it. But
Now I can finally start it.
yeah, I know you're going to. I beat all that, and then off screen, I beat the end game, or like, I mean, there's literally just like an hour of post game. It's just fighting Dynamax
Yeah.
Pokemon.
No Elite Four or anything like that.
Well, that's in the main game.
Oh, okay. That's not
And
considered
it's-
endgame.
It's not the Elite Four anymore. It's a Pokemon like
tournament.
league tournament. Yeah,
Oh,
Tournament
okay.
power.
That's cool.
yeah. I mean,
It
it's
was
more
hype.
more canon. But yeah, I like that. Went through. I've completed the Pokedex now. I got a living Pokedex, and now I am breeding competitive Pokemon and hunting for shinies. And I will say, kind of like Blue had mentioned before, while the game isn't perfect, I am enjoying this end game grind because getting competitive Pokemon, I've never done that before, but it's incredibly accessible in this game.
What does that mean? Competitive Pokemon,
So
like EV training and that kind of thing.
EV
Oh, okay.
training, getting IVs, which now you can hyper train for IVs, all that kind of stuff. Egg moves are easier to get on certain Pokemon, and that also makes shiny Pokemon super viable in order to make them into competitive Pokemon. So shiny hunting's even more fun. Max raid battles, always looking for things, or like grinding them out for candies or whatever. I know I'm enjoying it. more than I thought I would. So like overall, I do like the game. I still think the series as a whole is stagnant, but it's still Pokemon, and God, it's fun. So I hate myself for liking it so much, but like,
Are you gonna play? So you're playing Sword, right?
Uh-huh.
Are you gonna play Shield or no?
No, I mean Claire had the Shield. She's gotten all the way through it. I mean, I'll probably do some playthroughs again later on, like gym leader challenges or like a Nuzlocke or something for fun. But no, I don't really feel the need to like play through it again.
Yeah.
But what about you, Blue? What do you think?
Pretty much the same. It's for me. It's still the best worst Pokemon game. There's so many good things that they changed. I love the gym battles. I love the Elite Four, which is not Elite Four. I love the tournament arc. I love how they made competitive Pokemon accessible. I love how, which by the way, top 3,000 in that last Galar Beginnings tournament, we popped off.
Ooh.
Attaboy. I don't know what that
Congrats.
means, but hell yeah.
It doesn't mean anything interesting because nobody participates in those. But point is,
I still haven't played an online battle though.
point is, it's still kind of cool.
boy.
What else? It's a lot of good small changes. I miss not having a full dex, but having such a big regional dex of 400 was nice. Max raids are honestly so sick, and I hope they keep them every single game. I didn't think I was gonna like Dynamaxing, but I love Dynamaxing. It's a
hot topic in the competitive scene though.
Yeah, no doubt, and it's probably gonna get. I think it's already banned, possibly
Yeah,
by the
what I've
time this
heard.
goes up. But it is a terrible Pokemon game, but it is a great Pokemon game.
What?
And the unfortunate truth is Pokemon is super stagnant, and I wish if this released on 3DS, then people would not be complaining because it's a really great 3DS game. But it's not a great Switch game,
It
and
looks
it's
like
not a
a
next-gen Pokemon
port.
game. It's another 3DS Pokemon game that just happened to be upscaled to a Switch, and for what it is, it's really good. But
Like I feel
it's
like
also
you can,
not next gen.
like I feel you can almost get away with doing the Pokemon graphics, like how they look and all that kind of stuff. But when you like move it to Switch, it's like we're kind of expecting more than just what we've always been given on this kind of sort of small machine.
Yeah.
You
well,
giving
from
it to us on
from
the
what I
main console.
understand, the people at the Pokemon Company did not expect the Switch to do so well. So what a lot of people are speculating is that
It did insanely well.
Almost too well.
it did ridiculous too well. Like, yeah, what people are speculating is because every single time Game Freak releases a new Pokemon title, they immediately get to work on the next one. So what probably happened, because Sun and Moon launched in 2016, right?
Uh,
2015,
2015.
2016,
2015.
I think.
Something
Really?
like that.
around
Regardless,
there.
Yeah.
as soon as they finish production on Sun and Moon, so they probably started production on the next gen around 2015, before the Switch was out. The Pokemon Company people were like, "Yo, this probably might fail. You should be developing a game that is for 3DS, but you can move to a Switch." So hopefully, next Pokemon generation we get like a true Switch game. But until that point, until we get there, I can't say that Sword and Shield is like a next gen Pokemon game.
No,
No,
it
it's not.
doesn't look like it at all.
You know what is next gen?
Bad.
This show I'm about to talk about, Watchmen.
Oh,
We talked about it earlier.
yes.
I wasn't blown away by it. It was like third episode.
Yeah.
I'm into it now, bro. It's like 7
Oh,
or 8
really?
episodes.
You love
yeah,
it.
it is so good.
I haven't
Highly
watched
recommend.
since the last time we talked about it.
Yeah. Like the thing was, we talked about like you start it and it's not what you expect, and it's like this weird, like almost like social commentary. And you're like, okay,
Yeah, it's
this
very
is strange.
it's very on topic from what we're doing.
It's on
with
Hulu,
now.
right?
No, or not HBO.
HBO,
Yeah.
that's right.
And I was like, this is not all I was expecting. But after like 2-3 episodes, 4, and then 5, and then 6, and then I think it was just 7. Which like some people like I remember seeing some reviews, people like literally rating it like a perfect episode. It was so good.
Wow.
These past 2 episodes. Just keeps getting better and better, and it goes a place that you're like, wait, what?
Where you didn't see it going.
No. And now it's like, nah, man, I'm all in.
When's the finale?
There isn't many more. maybe
I
only
was
one
gonna
or
say if
two.
there's 8 episodes, and HBO is known for not doing.
There
Like,
might only
many
be
episodes.
one or two more.
Yeah.
But it's super good. Like you gotta stick with it at the beginning. I mean, for me, I was already kind of interested just because I wanted to see where they're taking the world.
Mhm.
But I can see how some people, the early episodes, are like, "What?"
Mhm.
But stick with it, and it'll all come for full circle too.
Yeah.
And it's super good.
Hmm.
Wanted to bring that up.
I will.
Because while I was sick, I got caught up.
So while I was thinking to do it, so that's what you did in bed on Monday was watch The Watchmen.
Yeah, pretty much. And then went to bed at like 5 p.m. that night. Woke up at like 10 a.m. the next day.
So what are your Pokemon scores?
Yeah,
Oh, that was a big switch.
yeah. Nice way to come back. He needs his tier list, man.
And I always need my tier list. I like scores. I like it this much.
I'll put it 8.5 out of 10.
And this is just in this grand scheme of Pokemon games, like how Pokemon games.
Yeah, I'd put it. I mean, just strictly from quality of life updates and stuff moving forward. Like, even though it's still kind of stagnant, they have made certain changes that still make it a good Pokemon game. But I don't think, if we're talking about like the game when it released at that time, I don't think it beats Heart Gold. Heart Gold and Soul Silver are easily the best.
Oh my god, S
Heart
tier.
Gold's so great.
Yeah,
S
like
plus.
those are pinnacle. I'd probably put Gen 3 below that for myself. And then Gen 4, and then probably this gen.
Okay, so you liked it more than Sword and Shield, or not Sword and Shield, Moon and Sun.
Yeah, Sun. I liked it more than Sun and Moon, X and Y, Black. What? I don't know. I really like Black and White. It might be tied with Black and White.
Somewhere in there.
And then Gen 1 though. I don't know where it falls. Listen, it's a good game.
Yeah.
And like again, it's a good Pokemon game just because of the time they've been able to perfect the formula. But for the time period, like if you were to freeze and rate a game each gen when it came out at that time, it wouldn't rank very high.
Okay. What about you, Blue?
I Sword and Shield's probably like a solid 7 out of 10 for me. For what it could be, it's like a 5, but for what it is as a Pokemon game that I'm expected, it's probably like an 8. So I'm putting like a 7. As far as like tier list of like where it stands, it's definitely lower on my list for sure.
Like C?
It's probably like it's probably like a. I don't think it's the
Thinking
worst
D.
Pokemon game.
It's not like Little Mac tier, right?
I don't think it's the worst. I think my least favorite gen is still X and Y.
Yeah, I wasn't. The only thing I liked about that was like
the
the 3D transition.
The fact we got to 3D was sick.
ooh.
But beyond that, X and Y is probably like the least time I've ever spent on a Pokemon game.
Facts.
So,
I mean, but what about shiny hunting? I see you on Pokemon all the time, shiny hunting.
I mean, even they've made that better in these games. So,
Yeah, that's
I think Sword and Shield's like somewhere between C and D tier. Like it's like C- tier for sure.
you just wish it could have been more. Like, and you
I wish
it
it
could
could
have
be more.
see
It's
that.
just another Pokemon game. It's still they do so many things that make it amazing, but simultaneously it's the same Pokemon game I've been playing. Nothing's still for me. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and Black and White 2 are still in the S tier Pokemon games for me.
Black and White. Wow. What is
Black
that,
and White
Mr.
2 and Heart Gold, Soul Silver is still S tier of Pokemon. Those two are still the pinnacles. Even just regular Black and White is still up there.
You all right,
So
Mr. Fruit?
Tim.
Oh, what about Tim?
I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
That is like
yeah,
that's where they're innovating in ways Pokemon should have.
Yeah.
We should already
Yeah.
be there.
100%.
And early access comes out like January 21st or
Yeah,
something.
we're getting hooked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm super hyped. Because I'm a backer actually.
Oh.
Yeah, you can you'll see my name in the credits. I think I actually get
Oh,
a
really?
statue in like the last city.
No way.
Yeah,
What was
spent
that pledge?
like $400.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I'm deep.
So it's going to say like
It's pretty
pledges, and then it'll say
I'll be in there.
Mr. Fruit.
But
That's
then
sick.
yeah, but they said something about like I get like a statue in the final city or something. So you can.
No way.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
But I'm excited for that.
Was that the highest tier?
No.
Oh,
One of them was like 10,000 where like you can fly out, they'll like fly you out and you get to help like design something,
Oh.
blah blah blah. Yeah.
Well, 10,000 Patreon tier coming to
yeah.
a
Hey, look,
podcast near you.
there's no way we could ever provide enough. No way. But that's coming out, like that looks super cool what they're doing with like the online, the multiplayer, crossplay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in. Like it seems sweet.
No RNG. And the thing too is they're gonna like planned support for years, like new Tim Tams in that game, not like
Tim Tams are
sequels
the
or anything.
Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, basically.
and they walk with you too, right? Like they walk with your avatar, like in the world, like behind you.
I don't remember.
I think I saw that somewhere.
I'm sure that they
Like
will
a little
eventually
sprite
do that.
will like have you.
They will. I mean, if not, that's definitely something they would like. I feel like enough people would be like, "Hey, you should do this," and I feel like they'd be like, "Yeah, we should."
Okay.
Yeah.
But they have the open world alone is really exciting. But then, yeah, they're talking about like adding Tim Tams after release, like content, like any of that stuff, like new islands or stuff to explore. It'll always be evolving. And I think right now they're at like 171. The early access will only have like 70. It's not full release yet. But
what was 151 was the Pokemon's first gen?
Yes.
It's a good number, 170.
Yes. But yeah, that's something I'm definitely looking out for and excited for.
Well, are you excited for these Patreon questions that I picked out for you guys?
You know what? Maybe the segues would be a little bit better if we weren't like, hey, you know.
I mean, I just kind of like was like, okay, we need to do this before I forget.
Nice.
So I pulled a question from Isaac. This is gonna be tough.
You got it.
Isaac Schmelshell? Schmelshell? It's like in the middle.
Schmetchel. Schmeckle. Might be Schmeckle.
Toasted or
Schmeckle.
cold subs?
Toasted.
Really?
I hate cold subs.
Oh, see, I hate toasted because then the bread gets all stale, and when I take a bite, it like breaks down
No,
like
I like
sawdust
that
in my mouth.
That crunch.
I hate the crunch. It makes it
yeah.
all. That's why I don't like toast my bagels. Like if I'm eating a bagel, I don't toast it because then it makes the bread all stale and dry.
Arm yourself.
Blocked.
Well played. Negated. That's crazy though. I've never heard someone that.
That they don't like toasted subs?
Yeah, it's usually always or like bagels.
Like, did you not notice when I had Subway the other day that my sub was not toasted?
I'll be honest. I did not pay attention to the properties of your bread on your sub the other day.
It's not. I do not toast it because I hate having it. One, if it has the possibility of being over toasted, and then it's omega burnt, and then it's like,
kind of like that taste though of the burnt. It's kind of a
not on my sandwich.
We have an equalizer.
Not on my sandwich.
We have the equalizer. Blue, where do you stand?
Where do you stand?
On
Do you
what?
stand cold sandwiches or do you stand toasted sandwiches? Like subs?
It depends on the sandwich.
Okay, explain.
Well, I guess.
Well, okay, like a sub. Like
Like a
you
meat-
go to like
Subway.
Quiznos, Subway, any other sub place you go
Jersey
to.
Mike's.
I don't know
If I'm
what.
just getting
or
if I'm just getting like a
Universal.
turkey sub, I don't want it toasted.
But
it's
what
a
if you get
cold
like
cut.
a meatball marinara?
Get some cold cuts. You know what I'm saying? If it's a meatball marinara, if you don't get it toasted, then there's something wrong with you.
Okay, so he's like.
So you're both ways.
Yeah, he goes with whatever.
It really
works.
depends. Like, cause some meat is meant to be cold cut. You gotta eat it cool, and then
Like
some stuff is
spicy
like
Italian.
absolutely toast the shit out of it. Why wouldn't you?
Like,
you're toasting any sandwich you get.
well, see,
ever.
I should, I guess, explain. Like Jimmy John's, they do cold subs. That's fine.
Well, yeah, that's like
I'll
their
eat that.
specialty.
But I guess I'm really picky. I only really eat one kind of sub, an Italian
that's it.
sub, and I like it
Spicy
toasted.
Italian?
Just Italian.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if they have spicy Italian, I'll do that. But like that's it. And
I mean,
like
you
it
go to
toasted.
Firehouse, and they pretty much always do it perfect. You have cold subs
toasted
and hot
Italian.
subs.
But I don't know. I just like if I can and it makes sense with what I'm eating, I'll do toasted. But like if I'm having like a sandwich, it doesn't mean it toasted. It can be, I guess, but I'm not really. But like bagels, toasted has to be.
All right. Our next question is from Nicholas Lara. If you had to choose any topic other than gaming to make videos on your YouTube channel, what would it be? Assuming you didn't have to worry about making a profit off of it. Let's say you got like the same kind of views that you do now, but it's just not gaming.
Huh.
Wait, okay, run that by me again.
So if you were to make content, Blue, like say that wasn't gaming, but you didn't have to worry about views, like they were just the same and everything, what would you be doing? Like what would that content be? I think mine would probably just be like vlogs, like just kind of doing what like that David Dobrik does, just lives and makes videos.
Probably do skits. I like to make those.
Like RDC, like kind of world, like
yeah, I like to make those back in like high school and
those
stuff.
are fun. We always made a bunch of skits.
Or like high production skits, like I don't know if he does stuff anymore.
high school-
Julian Smith, I think that was him.
I was thinking of the high school superhero one.
Well, there's that. There's like Rocket Jump. He was Freddie W.
Yeah, Freddie W.
You have that, like Corridor Digital. But I was thinking,
I want to make a fun sketch. I want to write something like how Smash Summit has things like that.
Those.
I want to have something like that when we have like Fruit Summit or something. I need to like write something.
I like those though.
Yeah, they're super fun. And then like have like a day where like, hey Shark, Sammy, I'm taking you filming to film your parts for this. That'd be super fun. And then like air it at the end of it. So like edit it throughout like the summit and then like share it. And then at the end of the summit, like show everybody.
Premiere. Yeah. Do you know what you do, Blue?
I would honestly just go on rants constantly. I would just go on
the
dumb
BlueWestlo show.
I would honestly
Hey,
do not too much similar to what like PewDiePie does. They're not too far away from.
Oh, so like meme review kind of.
You just go. You just check out stuff on the internet, and you're just like, bro, what?
Just kind of press record and go with it,
and just kind of like, or even just like analysis on that stuff. Like you guys ever seen Drew Gooden?
No.
He literally all he ever does is he'll just look up stupid things like
GGZ,
like stuff like My Crazy Strange Addiction or like apps that are clearly predatory, or like just crazy internet shit basically, right? And he'll just be like basically do like a whole analysis on it, on like how he feels about it. But I mean it's also kind of skit ish, like you're not just reacting to it, you're also trying to like make your video funny while you're talking about what you just saw at the same time. It would kind of be like that. I would just rant about shit all day. It would be dope. I just look up the most ridiculous stuff I could on the internet and she'd be like, yeah, this is pretty dumb. I'll make a video on it.
Well played.
Or you know, like the history of the world, like that satire. He like shows the history of the world, but it's like fun and musical, and something like that would be really cool too. Something that just kind of like pushes my creativity. Which I would don't like to,
do something like almost Vsauce related. I wouldn't be smart, so it'd more so be me learning, like someone else explaining, like going to
30,000 bouncy balls in a pool.
Yeah, and I would be like, okay, why are those there? I wouldn't be like, this is why they're there. I'd be like, I don't know. Let's listen to this guy. Yeah, something like that. I like learning, so maybe that. But it was a good question. Thank you.
I like that one too. Here, this one is from Kyle Gearson.
We don't like Kyle's.
Okay, we'll do one. What is each of your guys' favorite Christmas present you received when you were younger? And also, what is your favorite Christmas movie? My favorite, the Christmas gift that I remember the most is getting my Nintendo GameCube and Super Smash Bros. Melee. It must have been 2001, whenever that came out. That Christmas, dude, like I'll never forget it, dude. Me and my little brother cried, and we literally like just played Smash. Oh, I didn't even open the rest of the presents. Once I opened the GameCube, that was it. Well, actually, my parents like saved it for last because we were like, because like in my head I was like, God, what the GameCube, and then my dad's like, oh, we like forgot one. I mean, like cool parents, and then what? And then so probably my GameCube.
Favorite movie?
Favorite Christmas movie? Die Hard. No, I'm just kidding.
Everyone was really mad.
Everyone was really pissed. Yeah. In the grand scheme of things, in the action movies, Die Hard is not that great. Watch Terminator 2, a real action movie. Favorite Christmas movie? I don't like Elf. Elf is run in my house constantly because my stepbrother and stepmom just love that movie and will literally watch it over and over and over again. So that's probably my least favorite. I don't know, man. Maybe probably Santa Claus with Tim Allen, the first one.
That's a good one.
I like that one a lot. Probably that because it just is nostalgic for sure.
Blue.
Favorite Christmas gift? I don't know. Oh God.
A gift of
I don't know if I have one, honestly.
Really? No, not one that really jumps out to you.
Because he loves them all.
Oh wow, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Probably like.
Didn't matter if it was a sock or an Xbox.
Usually my good gifts for the year were like expunged on my birthday. Like that.
Oh, okay. So let's say birthday gift then. So like
birthday gift was probably Pokemon Yellow, baby.
Ooh,
that's a good one. That's a good
Christmas. It's also a lot. I don't know. Just everything about that was dope.
Playing
Pokemon Yellow was my first game, and mom was like, "Hey, here's a Game Boy and Pokemon Yellow. You'll probably like it."
Okay.
And little did she know,
She created
I
a monster.
I would
Thanks, Mom.
be mid-20s still playing the shit out of Pokemon.
Yeah. This is my
Seriously.
parents too.
So, but yeah, that's probably my favorite. Favorite Christmas movie? Like,
Yeah.
who
Tough
boy?
one. I mean, like I couldn't even think of any. Like when
I honestly, I can't really say like Christmas. I don't really watch Christmas movies.
I didn't
during the
either.
holidays.
That's why
During
I
the
was-
holidays, I just watch a lot of movies. I don't like because for the most part, whenever people are coming over or I'm going over or whatever, it's usually just like we don't even like actually have Christmas movies or anything playing. Like so, like someone will just like put up like a bunch of random movies and those will just be playing throughout the entire day.
Yeah.
So my favorite Christmas movie that I watched around Christmas time is Arrival. The first time I watched
full
Arrival
circle.
was legit in my parents' living room, and they were playing it because they're like, "Oh, this movie looks cool," and I was like, "Oh yeah, play that." And I watched the entire. I legit sat there for 2 hours, just like stuck on the couch. I could not stop watching that movie. Arrival's a Christmas movie. It's the best one.
I lied. My favorite Christmas movie is Home Alone 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
a good one.
I was really like sitting down, really thinking about it because I was like, I don't really think I like Santa Claus that much. It's good, but it's not my favorite.
That's a good one. My favorite movie would be A Christmas Story.
That's like you'll shoot your eye out.
Yeah, with Alfie.
Mm-hmm.
It's also simultaneously my least favorite because I've watched it to death. But because it's family
Oh.
tradition, me and my brothers would get up early. And on ABC or whatever, it's just a
It's always,
a
like-
24-hour marathon of A Christmas Story. So we'd wake up at like 4 a.m. when a new one starts. We'd watch that until like
Dude,
6 a.m.
Santa's just getting around that time.
We get up at 6 a.m. and then get our parents, be like, time to open presents. And my poor parents are like, fine. Looking back now, if my kids do that, I'm going to be like, it's not noon yet. Go back to bed.
noon.
But so we'd get up super early. We'd all huddle around, watch A Christmas Story, and then open presents. So mainly just for the the sentiment.
Mm.
And then my favorite gift, I'll counter with my least favorite because that's
Oh.
way easier to answer.
A least favorite gift.
I wanted a GameCube, and we got a PS2. I was
I was living
heartbroken.
the perfect Christmas, and you were living. The
I know. I was
saddest.
heartbroken, like because it wasn't my gift. It was like the family gift for all of
I'm
us.
sorry for saying mine was my GameCube then, man.
And
Must have brought
it was a
back.
PS2, and I was so upset because like my friend had GameCube. And we always played stuff, and he had Melee and everything. So I
Mhm.
want that. So we got a PS2. I was pissed. But simultaneously, though, at the same time, I was introduced to Battlefront and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. And then coincidentally, here I am now playing, or I was PS4 and stuff. So like, it was the worst and best thing that probably happened.
Yeah.
But man, I was so upset that it wasn't a GameCube.
Did you cry or no?
I don't
Like
think I
inside,
cried.
but
Yeah,
like-
probably for sure in the inside. But
Yeah, I'm sorry that mine was my GameCube. That
yeah,
probably sparks back all of that.
thanks for nothing.
And I'm sorry.
But with that, we're gonna have to make a few people sad as well because that is the end.
That was a good transition.
Thank you.
That is what we're looking for.
This is the end. The 18th
and that
episode.
memory card is full, so that was a great
Perfect timing. Yeah. Thank you very much for listening to the 18th episode of GG Over Easy. We'll be back next week with an episode we're about to record because we have to, since I'll be gone. But
Conspiracies.
let's hear where we can find everybody.
Twitch.tv/RobbyV, Instagram, Twitter. Check it out.
Whoop.
Hey guys, you can check me out everywhere at BlueWestlo.
And search Mr. Fruit on some stuff. Hopefully you'll find me.
It should come up.
Yeah. Thank you. We'll talk to you guys next Sunday. See.
We'll talk to you right now,
Well,
but it'll come out now.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll talk to you right now.
Cut.